Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Dirty SK, and I'm back with another, I guess, fight prediction video. This time it's going to be for UFC 287. I had a couple people ask for an update on the arm. I'm in a brace. I have a full video coming out. Sorry, I've just been really busy. I've been PTing my arm, and tomorrow's Easter, so it's been a busy weekend. So, but I am almost done. I have a bunch of clips from me getting my cast off to some PT clips to the new x-rays, all that. So I'm editing that video now. Hopefully I'm going to have it out tomorrow night. That's what I'm planning for, just to keep because there were some people asking in the comments, so I will let you guys know. And but yeah, so UFC 287's today, so I just kind of wanted to give my my official predictions. Alright, so I was looking at the early prelims. Honestly, I don't know anyone, honestly. So I guess I'll start with the first fight that I kind of know what's going on. And this is the women's strawweight bout, Michelle Waterson and Luana Pinheiro. I've seen Michelle Waterson fight a few times. I saw her fight Limo. And I mean she's solid. Like I think she's like karate, that's like her thing. And yeah, I mean, she's ranked 10, so she must be pretty good. And Luana Pinheiro, never heard of her, but she's only lost one fight ever, I'm pretty sure. So she must be a up-and-comer right now. So, I mean, Waterson's lost 10. I don't have too much of an opinion on this one. So honestly, let's go with the up-and-comer, Luana. Taking Luana in this one. Sorry if that wasn't too technical. I don't know too much about either of these. I know I've seen Waterson fight like once. But yeah, I mean 10-1 is a pretty good start to your career. So let's rock with Luana. Must be up and coming. Now here is where I really know a lot more. We got Chris Curtis versus Kevin Gastelum, which is a middleweight bout. Chris Curtis is fun to watch. I enjoy Chris Curtis. I think he's a cool dude. Obviously, he can put people out, which I enjoy. And then Kevin Gastelum obviously hasn't fought in about 2 years now, but he was fighting the big dogs. I'm pretty sure he pretty much made it to almost the top of the division at one point. I know he didn't fight at all last year. He hasn't fought yet this year, but he was a dog for a while. I know he lost against like Izzy and like some of those bigger names like Robert Whitaker, but he was a dog for a while. He was kind of like he was like right on the like almost at that upper echelon of the weight division. But he was a beast. But I have really enjoyed Chris Curtis. So I'm going with Curtis in this one. I don't know though, because Gastelum was a top dog. Curtis hasn't yet like reached that. I just like the way Chris Curtis fights, so I'm going with Chris Curtis in this one. And that's the end of the prelims. And now here we get into the good stuff. We have the main card. We have Raul Rojas Jr. Obviously he's 18, maybe 19 now. I'm not sure. And then Christian Rodriguez. I don't know too much about Christian Rodriguez, but I do know that the UFC is putting all their chips on Raul Rojas right now. Like youngest kid in the UFC, I'm assuming. And obviously nasty wrestler, great on the ground. I'd like to see him throw in a couple strikes. I don't think he will. But I don't know too much about Christian Rodriguez, but you know they're gonna push this Raul kid, so they're gonna give him. I actually heard Christian Rodriguez is okay. I've just never seen him fight. I know he missed weight. I think he might have ended up making weight after he got that hour. But the UFC, I think they know what they're doing with Raul right now. They're gonna give him fights that I think they know he can win to keep boosting that brand. Like he's kind of in that Paddy Pimblett spot where I don't think people really like Paddy anymore because he's kind of a tool now, and that's just my opinion. Don't hate on me. I did like Paddy for a while. He was entertaining, but now he's kind of a bum. I don't think he's that good. But this Raul kid, he can wrestle. He's really good at wrestling. So I think the UFC's they're gonna prime him for the future. And then on to the next one, we got Kevin Holland and Ponzinibbio, and I love Kevin Holland. Like not even like fighting wise, just like as like a person, I like Kevin Holland. I think he's a cool dude. And then Ponzinibbio obviously is a good striker. This really gets tough because I do love Kevin Holland, but I think it's weird. This one's tough because I know Ponzinibbio is just he's really good. He's really skilled on his feet, good striking, kind of brings people in. Kevin Holland's a dog as well. These are just my opinions, by the way, so Don't hate on me. But I want Kevin Holland to win. But for some reason, my mind's telling me Ponzinibbio is gonna win. That's what my mind's telling me. I've seen a few of his fights, and he's nasty on the feet, great striking. No, but fuck it, it's who I want to win. I want Kevin Holland to win. At the end of the day, I think it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight. I'm on the fence. All right, I want Kevin Holland to win, but I think Ponzinibbio might win. That's where I'm at. We want Kevin Holland. Ponzinibbio is probably gonna win. Not probably, but might win. On to the next one. We got Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez, and I fuck with Rob Font. I do. My stepbrother got to meet him. I'm jealous. Jealous of that. I think he trains near our hometown in Massachusetts. Obviously, I know he's not from Massachusetts, but that's where he trained at a gym up near there. And my stepbrother got to meet him. And he's been teetering right on that, like, he's right on that line of, like, crossing over into, like, the upper echelon of that division. And then, obviously, you have Adrian Yanez, who's very talented. But we're going with my boy Rob Font here. You know, just because my stepbrother got to meet him. We're rooting for him. That's what I want. Dude's a dog. He stands in there. Fucking trade shots. We're going Rob Font. Fuck Yanez. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't hate Adrian Yanez. Alright, now so we're getting into the co-main. We got Burns and we got Jorge. I think Burns wins this fight. I think Burns wins this fight pretty easy, in my opinion. You can disagree. In an ideal world, I want a classic Jorge knockout. I think Gilbert Burns is arguably like top 3 in that division. I mean, I guess he's ranked appropriately. Jorge is obviously a super fun watch. He's an entertaining guy, and the way he fights, he fucking just scraps, and he throws fucking bombs, and it's so much fun to watch. And last fight, Burns fucking showed that he stands too. Like I don't know, like a few fights back, I always thought Burns was just gonna like wrestle. Like I was like, oh, he's just gonna take him down. It's pointless. Blah blah blah. But Burns has been fucking banging with him. I think Burns has more skill. So I think Burns is gonna win. But I would like to see a classic Masvidal crazy fucking knockout. Just crazy scrap between the two. Gilbert's down to throw. We know that now. Jorge, obviously, that's all he can do is just throw. So I think Burns wins, but I'm hoping on a little Jorge magic, you know? He's been out of the game a little while. He's dealing with all that Colby Covington bullshit. But yeah, Burns wins. I want a Masvidal knockout, though. And then, last but not least, we have the main card. Just Pereira versus Adesanya. 4, I think, right? If you're counting the kickboxing. And Pereira has won every time. And this is a really tough decision because I think Izzy was winning that last fight up until, obviously, he got knocked out. I think Izzy was winning in the kickboxing fight. I think Izzy was actually destroying him until he got knocked the fuck out. So I think overall Izzy's a little bit more skilled, but if Alex Pereira takes away Izzy's movement, he's fucking done. And obviously Pereira has proved he can win. And Pereira has that fucking equalizer. If he fucking touches you, you're fucking hitting the mat. Like, he has the touch of death. And he's a dog. He's a crazy dude. Like, just his story with, like, I don't know, him coming up from, like, just where he's from. He represents that culture, and he's a dog, and he fights for that shit. Obviously, he's the champion for a reason. I can't decide. I think if Izzy loses, though, I feel like that's just such like a confidence ender. But Izzy is super confident, so I don't know if that's an ender, but does that just like dethrone Izzy for good? Does he ever get another shot? I think I don't want to see the end of Izzy, but if Izzy does win today and he goes back to that boring ass fucking style of fighting that he has been doing as the champion, I will be pissed. Because I loved Izzy on the come up the whole ride, and then the second he became championship, leg kick, leg kick, leg kick, leg kick, leg kick, leg kick, another effective leg kick, jab, leg kick, jab. You got boring, bud. You got boring as a champion, and it was disappointing because you were the most exciting fighter. And I know you want to keep your shit. You pulled the Woodley, kind of. You kind of pulled the Woodley, my bad. Like, became champion, just became boring. And Pereira is obviously explosive, so he's not going to be boring if all he can do is just knock you the fuck out. I want Izzy to win. On the stipulation, Izzy, if you just so happen to stumble upon my small channel, if you win, you better not be a boring champion again. I need you to go out there, lay it all on the fucking line. I want you to win. But I also do like Pereira, but I want Izzy to win. I want the old Izzy back. I want the old Izzy back. But if Pereira wins, I won't be devastated. I won't be like, oh no, how could this be? No. Izzy, if you win, you better go back to being a fun champ. Or just a fun fighter. Don't be doing that boring shit. But I love you though. And I'm rooting for you. So I'm going Izzy. Going Izzy. But I don't know. A lot of pressure on him for this fight. He kind of has to win. I feel like if Pereira wins, it's the end of Izzy as like a champ, possibly, because when he's beaten him 4 times, like someone else should get a shot at that point. Obviously not in the same sport for all of them, but at what point does someone else get a shot? That's not Izzy. So Izzy has a lot to prove tonight. Pereira has a lot to prove tonight. I mean, if Izzy goes out there and exposes him, once you get exposed once, like, people fucking exposed. Like, you get exposed and people come back and, like, you don't win anymore. I feel like we've seen that story happen so many times. Like, someone who's just so dominant finally gets exposed, and the rest of their career is kind of like, oh shit, everyone knows what your weakness is if I just, play off that. And then you spend so much time training that because it's like, oh, everyone's going to attack this. Now the rest of your game's... So I want Izzy to win. I don't mind if Pereira wins, but we're rooting Izzy, so I'm taking Izzy. This is just a quick video I wanted to do. Just wanted to give my fight predictions. Again, I will have the update on my arm posted tomorrow for the people that were asking. I have new x-rays. It shows where all the screws are at. I have some videos of them taking off the cast. I don't show the wound because it's kind of nasty, and I'm not going to put that on YouTube. But yeah, I have the whole process. I have a couple clips from PT as well. Show you how I am working on my arm to get better. So that's going to come up for you guys. But yeah, UFC's on today. Easter's tomorrow. So yeah, busy weekend. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, I know I'm not like the craziest, like I could break down boxing a lot better. I just love watching the UFC. Like, I'm not gonna be super technical, so don't hate if you're like, oh, you don't know everything you're talking about. And so what? I like watching it, and I watch it like every weekend. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my picks, give my opinion, because I'm excited about this card. It's a really stacked card. So yeah, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. We have more videos that you can check out, and yeah, we're gonna keep posting. We're gonna keep running it. So peace out. It's been Dirty SK. It's been real.